Okay guys, today we're making some granola, some healthy homemade granola. It's gluten free, it's dairy free, and we're gonna start with the dry ingredients first. So we need a bowl, just any glass bowl. We need some measuring cups, we need some measuring spoons, and then we just need a whisk and just any spoon that you can use to just combine the ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna start with our dry ingredients. We're gonna have some rolled oats. This is just some gluten-free, it says wheat-free, gluten-free rolled oats. So we're gonna do 1 cup of this, 1 1/4 cup of this oats. Just flatten it out, doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're gonna look for our 1/4 cup measuring cup. And then we're gonna add the remaining oats. Okay, so after this we need some puffed rice. So this is some puffed brown rice. So it's written gluten free, it's just some puffed rice. We're also going to need a cup of this. So now we're going to go in with our seeds. We're going to go with some sunflower seeds. Let me just show you. We're going to go in with some sunflower seeds. And here we're going to do 1/3 of a cup of sunflower seeds. Just gives it that nuttiness and some omega-3s. And then we're going to do some pumpkin seeds. We're just going to do 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. We're going to do 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. Those are the ones that I use. So those are really healthy. They add some healthy fats to your granola. And then we're going to need some dates. So I chopped up some dates. I'm just going to show you the dates that I use. You can use any dates, but those are the ones that I have on hand today. So I chopped them up. This is like 1/3 of a cup of the chopped up dates. Then we're just gonna throw them there because we don't want to use a lot of refined sugar. So I'm not gonna add a lot of maple syrup. This gives it a nice sweetness. So from there on, we're just gonna season it a little bit of some pink salt, pink Himalayan salt. Just a few cracks. Salt enhances flavor. And then we're gonna do just a teaspoon of some cinnamon. Okay, so there we go. Then one last thing, we're going to add some nuts. So here I just have some almonds. We chop them up. You can use like raw almonds and you can roast them yourself if you want, or it can be like some roasted and salted almonds. So this, okay, so we're just gonna mix everything up. This is everything together. Just give it a good mix. And then now we're gonna start with our wet ingredients. The wet ingredients are quite simple. We're just gonna need a bowl. This is like 1/3 of a cup of coconut oil. Then we're just gonna do like 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup. I didn't get 100% maple syrup, so this is the maple syrup that I'm using. So we don't want a lot of it because we do have some dates in the dry ingredients, but we still want a good amount. So it's just gonna be 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup. Okay. So from there, we're just gonna need a tablespoon of vanilla. I'm just using some vanilla essence. I'm supposed to have vanilla extract. So this is the one I have, just normal vanilla essence. Just a tablespoon. It will give it that nice aroma. Then just throw it in there. Now you just need a whisk and just whisk it all up together. So it should look a little something like this. So just a tiny bit like this. So now we just need to combine we just need to combine everything now, the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. So what I'll do is that I'll pull this bowl here, and I'm just gonna throw the wet ingredients in here. Doesn't have to be super wet. Let's just use the spoon here and just scoop everything out. Okay, so now it should look a little bit like this. Then we're just gonna mix everything up. Just make sure everything is coated with the maple syrup and the coconut oil. It's as simple as that. Then there we have it. So now we're gonna need a baking tray. Any baking tray will do, and we need some non-stick cooking spray as well. So let me just grab that. So this is my baking tray, and I'm using this cooking spray. So it's olive oil based as a butter one. So if you want it to be dairy free, you have to use this one because that butter one is obviously dairy. So we're just gonna spray this nicely. Make sure it's nice and coated. That's good enough. And then what we'll do is just scoop out everything onto the baking tray. It's as simple as that. So you can really prep this for like 8 minutes, 5 minutes even, because I feel like it's taking a bit longer because I'm filming, but it's quite easy. And this is going to be so healthy compared to like traditional store-bought granola, because you're like controlling all the ingredients and stuff. So you just want to flatten it out. And we're gonna bake this. We've preheated the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. So we're gonna bake this for like 25 minutes. If your oven is a bit slow, you can do 30 minutes to 35 minutes. So this is how it should look. I actually think you should take a picture as well. Okay. So this is how it should look, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven, and I'll show you the end product after. Okay, so it's been exactly 40 minutes after we baked the granola. We cooked it firstly for 15 minutes, and then we took it out and we stirred it up a bit, and then we put it back in the oven for a total cooking time of 25 minutes. So this is now, and then we cooled it off for another 15 minutes. So this is like the end product. It's nice and crispy, just like regular granola that you can find in a store. So now what's left for us to do is just to add other ingredients that don't need baking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some coconut chips. These are just some coconut chips, they toasted. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of coconut chips. Okay. And then I'm also going to add some dried cranberries, just for an added sweetness as well, depending on how much you like your sweet things. Just 1/3 cup, and then we just throw it in there. And then now we're just gonna mix everything together. Okay, just want to give you an up-close look at this beautiful granola. Super healthy. So what we're going to do now is just plate up. We're going to have some yogurt, granola, just a piece of fruit you can add. Okay, so we're going to plate up. I'm just going to use a small bowl just to serve. I'm going to serve for someone who eats dairy, so I'm just going to use some dairy yogurt. It's just some double cream yogurt from Clover. It's lemon meringue flavor. You can use any flavor that you want, but the granola can be sweet. You can also use plain yogurt. So I'm just going to do 1/2 cup of yogurt. As much yogurt as you like. And then we're just going to do 1/2 cup of granola. That's going to be really pretty. And then what we're going to do is also top up with some fresh fruit. So we have some nectarine here that is cut up nicely. So we're just going to throw it in there. You can also top this up with some chia seeds. So this is the bowl. It's quite simple. I didn't add a lot of things. So you can top it up with some chia seeds, flax seeds, and there's a lot of things that you can play around with. Okay, so I'm gonna have some my boyfriend taste this granola, and I want him to tell me if it mimics like a normal granola, and I want to hear your thoughts. You need to scoop out like maybe the yogurt a bit, but like more of the granola, because I don't want you to say it's nice because of the yogurt.
Okay. Here goes the homemade granola.
Calm down.
Okay.
Also listen to the crunch. Okay, anytime today, please. Verdict.
No, it's amazing, baby. I can taste the crunchiness. Everything.
What is
It's
everything?
just blended so nicely. I mean, the sunflower, the almonds. What else is inside here? The oats, everything blended so nicely. You actually honestly outdid yourself. Can't wait for your next meal that you will prepare for us. Thank you.
Okay, so the granola makes about how many servings? Maybe 12 servings, depending on how much you eat. If you eat maybe half a cup of granola with whatever you're eating, and you can also drizzle it on like some cereal, some cornflakes or oatmeal, whatever. And you can also make chia pudding and just drizzle this on top and then top it up with fruit. It's really nice like that as well. So you can add a lot of things, and you can increase the protein in the granola by adding protein powder when you're mixing your dry ingredients. But I didn't want to complicate it today, just wanted to make it simple. And you can store this in like a mason jar, so you can store it for up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, as long as your mason jar is quite airtight.